हेलो स्टूडेंट्स आज की क्लास में हम काइनेमेटिक यूनिट 2 क्लास 11 का कंटिन्यू करेंगे और आज की क्लास में हम समझेंगे कि मोशन इन स्ट्रेट लाइन को किस तरह से मैथमेटिकल फॉर्म में लिखा जाएगा और क्या क्या चीज़ें उसकी इम्पोर्टेंट हैं। एंड देन आफ्टर वी अंडरस्टूड अबाउट द quantities like scalar and vector, and then we discuss about the distance, speed, displacement and velocity. So first we start equation of motion in a straight line. Okay, always remember student, according to the one dimensional motion, okay, according to one dimensional motion, the position of an object is described along a particular given axis. Either the object is in motion along x-axis, along y-axis or along z-axis. So we learn that one dimensional motion is that in which the position of the object is specified by using only one coordinate from out of 3 coordinates with passes the time, which means अगर हमें वन डायमेंशनल मोशन को एक्सप्लेन करना है तो हमें दो चीज़ों को डिस्कस करना पड़ेगा टू स्पेसिफाई अ मोशन इन अ स्ट्रेट लाइन. फर्स्ट द पोजीशन एज वेल एज द टाइम ड्यूरिंग विच द पोजीशन ऑफ द बॉडी गेट चेंजेस. ओके, तो अगर हम इस चीज़ को ऐसा समझें कि कोई ऑब्जेक्ट है जो कि इनिशियल पॉइंट ओ से पॉइंट ए टू पॉइंट बी टू पॉइंट सी ट्रैवल कर रहा है. ठीक है, लेट्स से इनिशियली टाइम इज इक्वल टू 0. हियर इज टाइम इज t1, हियर इज टाइम इज t2 and last one is time is t3. For the particular situations, the motion at O is x equal to 0, the motion at A is x equal to x1, similarly the motion at B is x equal to x2 and motion at C is x equal to x3. Okay, which means the distance between A to B is x1, the distance between O to B is x2 and the distance from O to C is x3. This is the meaning of the particular statement. So the object initially at t equal to 0, the time used as t equal to 0 is for a convenient of any arbitrarily taken time for describing the motion. It will not indicates here the time t is 0 second. No, it will just tells about the situation when we start the observation. Okay, whenever we start the observation, the time initial is taken as t equal to 0 as convenient, and then after from the time when we start observing, the elapsed time is measured as 1 second, 2 second and 3 seconds. Similarly, x is equal to 0 at O is not indicates that कि उस समय जो बॉडी है उसका डिस्प्लेसमेंट या उसका डिस्टेंस 0 है। ऐसा हो सकता है कि बॉडी या कोई पार्टिकल या कोई व्हीकल काफ़ी दूर से ट्रैवल करके आ रहा है और जब हमने ऑब्ज़र्व करना शुरू किया तो हम वहीं से उसका मेजरमेंट कर रहे हैं, बट पॉसिबल है कि वो उससे पहले 5 किलोमीटर, 5 मीटर, 100 मीटर, 50 मीटर कोई एक पर्टिकुलर डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल किया होगा। ये बस हम अपनी कंसिडरेशन के लिए यूज़ करते हैं टू डिस्क्राइब द मोशन along with the time. So अब हम यहाँ से समझ रहे हैं कि the motion in a straight line, or we say if a particle or an object is moving in a straight line, then its motion is given by x comma t, or we can say the position of an object is ft, where f is function of time. Okay, which means the position of an object with respect to time is a function. So you can say that x is a function of, therefore x is a function of time t. Okay, which means the body changes its position along with the time changes between the two points or the given two situations. Okay, so now we understood about ki how the motion in a straight line is described or the properties. Okay, following properties or following points to be remembered to the motion of motion in a straight line. Okay, so here two things are, one is sense of position, time, and unit. Okay, and second we have also here origin of position, unit, and magnitude. Okay, of measurement. These two things is to be remembered to describe the motion in a straight line. Okay, so first, this is basically for time. Okay, and this is for position. Now we understood separately. Suppose this is point O, this is point A, this is point B, and this is point C. Okay, here initially the time is taken as 0, then the time is equal to t1, then the time is equal to t2, and then the time t is equal to t3. Okay, let's say this is t equal to 0 hours, this is 1 hour, this is 2 hour, and this is 3 hour. Similarly here O, A, B and C, initial x is equal to 0, here x is equal to x1, x2 and x3. Let's say the distances here to here is 50 meter, from here to B is 80 meter, and last is 100 meter. Okay, these are the two situations. Some situations are, okay, initial point is the origin O is said to be origin. Origin, basically the meaning of the origin is the point of observation. Okay, the point of observation, which means जिस पॉइंट से हम ऑब्जर्वेशन स्टार्ट करेंगे उसे हमको क्या कहना है, ओरिजिन कहना है. ठीक है, अब देखो क्या होता है कि हम ओरिजिन को अपने कन्वीनियंट के हिसाब से यूज करेंगे. ठीक, तो अगर मैं यहाँ पर दोनों ही केस में O इज ओरिजिन, नाउ वी अंडरस्टूड अबाउट द सिचुएशन. लेट्स से इनिशियल केस में हम O को ओरिजिन मान रहे हैं, लेकिन इन दिस केस B इज द ऑब्जर्विंग पॉइंट. ऑब्जर्विंग पॉइंट, ओके, और इधर भी हम B को ही मान लेते हैं ऑब्जर्विंग पॉइंट. ठीक है, अगर हमने B को ऑब्जर्विंग पॉइंट दोनों ही केसेस में मान लिया तो अब देखिए क्या है. फर्स्ट O इज, या इनिशियली द origin of time axis, just understood here, this OC, this is called time axis. Okay, and here when we discuss about the position, so it is called position axis. Okay, the two things are, if we discussing about time, so it is time axis, or if we discussing about position of the body from O to C, so it is taken as position axis. Okay, अब थोड़ा सा समझने की कोशिश करिए. Origin of time axis on the time axis is conveniently taken at O. Similarly, origin of the position axis, position of at the position axis is taken as O. ठीक है, दूसरा क्या है कि all the measurement taken from the observing point toward right is always taken as positive, whatever it is on time axis or on position axis. ठीक है, तो इसको समझने के लिए मैंने क्या किया है कि इस पॉइंट पे मैंने B को on the position axis and on the time axis, the point B is taken as observing point. Why it is taken as observing point? Because B के लेफ्ट में भी मेजरमेंट किया जा सकता है और राइट में भी मेजरमेंट किया जा सकता है. ठीक है, तो अब इसके अकॉर्डिंग समझते हैं. इफ द ऑब्जर्वर एट B ऑब्जर्व द थिंग्स और टाइम और पोजिशन टुवर्ड राइट, ओके, विच मीन्स दिस. तो ये वाला जो टाइम यहाँ से पास कर रहा है 2 आवर ऑलरेडी पास हो चुका है और बचा हुआ यहाँ पे कितना है 3 आवर, तो इसका मतलब ये क्या आ जाएगा 1 आवर. सो इट विल बी टेकन एज पॉजिटिव. बट बिफोर इट, फ्रॉम दिस पॉइंट टू दिस पॉइंट, दिस इज द टाइम elapsed is 2 hour, so it is taken as -2 hour, because the time is measured before the observing point. Before the observing point, यहाँ पे दो चीज़ें समझने वाली हैं स्टूडेंट. एक, when is it positive और when it is taken as negative. So positive sign actually tells us the distance traveled in 1 hour towards right, okay, of the observing point. And for the negative sign indicates that the the object had to reach the observation point after 2 hour, which means एक बता रहा है कि इतना टाइम लगा उसको वहां जाने में, और दूसरा बताएगा, नेगेटिव साइन ये बताता है कि इतने समय में वो वहां पहुंचेगा अगर वो पॉइंट ओ से स्टार्ट करता है. इसी तरह से अगर हम इसकी बात करें तो जस्ट आई विल राइट हियर द सिचुएशंस. ये तो आप समझ रहे हैं 50. ए से बी तक का जो डिस्टेंस है 80 - 50 30 हो जाएगा, और बी से सी तक का जो डिस्टेंस है वो 100 - 80 20 मीटर हो जाएगा. ठीक है. तो अगर ऑब्जर्वर पॉइंट बी पे स्टैंड एट रेस्ट पर है और वो थिंग्स को ऑब्जर्व कर रहा है फ्रॉम ओ टू बी, तो जो उसका डिस्टेंस होगा हमें नेगेटिव लेना है, बिकॉज द डिस्टेंस इज मेजर्ड towards left of the observing point. And similarly the distance measured toward the right of the observing point is positive, which means this will be positive and rest all distances are negative. Okay, so this is the simple meaning of the equation of a straight line and their understanding. Okay, just note it. Okay, next we have the important terms related to motion in a straight line. Okay, important terms in motion in a straight line. Okay, before we understood it, I will just tell you the two types of physical quantity. Types of physical quantities. Okay, so basically we have two types of physical quantity. One is scalar quantity and second is a vector quantity. Okay, these are the two types of quantities. Now understood it one by one. Scalar quantity. Okay, a quantity is said to be scalar if it has only magnitude. Okay, a physical quantity is one is said to be scalar quantity if it specifying specifies with uh, specify only in magnitude. Okay, so the quantity is said to be scalar. For example, like distance. Okay, distance is one which has only magnitude. It will not tell us about the direction. Time, energy, work done, impulse, etc. are the scalar quantities. Okay, next is vector quantity. Now, a physical quantity is said to be vector quantity is said to be a vector quantity if it has magnitude as well as direction. Okay, then it is said to be a vector quantity, which means एक वेक्टर क्वांटिटी के पास एक पर्टिकुलर डायरेक्शन होती है. ठीक है, सो फॉर एग्जांपल लाइक डिस्प्लेसमेंट, velocity, force, momentum, torque, etc. are the vector quantities. Here students, it is important how the vector quantity is represented or denoted. Okay, a vector quantity is represented represents by using arrow on the head of the symbol of physical quantity. Symbol of physical quantity. Or by using the quantity in bold letter. Okay, these are the two methods to describe. For example, if we discuss for the force, okay, therefore force can be represented as vector F or in bold letter like this. Okay, and if we discuss about the velocity, then it can be represented as this or in a bold letter. This is how the vector quantity is represented. Okay. And there is another representation of vector quantity, geographical, geometrical or geographical. Representation of a vector quantity. Okay. Basically, suppose we are using the direction vectors as east, west, north, south. Okay. Therefore, we can represent a vector quantity as displacement, in an example is this. Okay, let's say it is 3 meter from O to A, and the another is O to B is 5 meter, which means if we represent the vector quantity in a symbolic method or geometrical method, so it will be a arrow with its direction, and the magnitude of the vector quantity is represented by using the small arrow or the bigger arrow. For example, the small arrow OA is 3 meter length towards west to east, and the another arrow O to B is 5 meter length from west to east. Okay. Okay. Now the important terms in motion in a straight line. The first important term is distance. Okay, or you can also say path length. Okay, first is distance, the distance covered by an object between the two or different positions in a given interval of time. And the path length, the word path length indicates that the total distance covered in the interval of time. Okay, so the distance is defined as the actual path length, covered or traveled by an object in given interval of time. Okay, in given interval of time, it is denoted by small s or small d. Okay, so because it is the actual path length covered by a particle. Okay, let's say a particle is moving from A to B and then towards C. Okay, so the particle first moving from A to B, then from B to C. Okay, so if a point object is moving from A, B, C with path AB and then BC. Okay, therefore the path length, or we say distance, S is equal to AB plus BC. This is the actual distance covered by it, and then if it is reached towards AC, okay, therefore if a point object is moving in ABC to A, ओके, ए से ए तक ही मूव करता है, लाइक ए बी सी एंड देन सी ए. देयरफॉर पाथ लेंथ S is equal to AB plus BC plus CA. This is okay, which means the distance traveled by the object, whatever is the time taken by it, it is equal to the path covered by it. ठीक है, अगर वो A से C तक जा रहा है, अगर वो A से C तक जा रहा है तो उसने जो पाथ फॉलो किया A to B and B to C. ओके, इसी तरह से अगर वो A से मूव करके A पर ही वापस आता है बाय फॉलोइंग द पाथ A to B, B to C and C to A, तो इन बोथ द केसेस दिस इज द टोटल पाथ कवर्ड बाय इट. ओके, नाउ बाय द फॉलोइंग एग्जांपल it is observed that distance is a scalar quantity. Okay, and because it is measured in length, because it is measured in length, therefore its SI unit is meter or CGS unit is centimeter. Okay, and dimensional formula M0L 1T0. This is the dimensional formula for length. Okay, and the important is the distance covered by an object is never be zero or negative. ओके, ये जीरो और नेगेटिव नहीं हो सकती. Okay, now next we have the displacement. Okay, displacement is a vector quantity and it is as similar to the distance, but it is the position of an object at two different positions, in which the first is called initial position and another is called the final position. So the distance displacement covered by an object between two positions in given time interval, okay, or it is a shortest distance between the two positions. So we can see the displacement is defined as the shortest distance covered between 2 points, or you can say two positions in given time interval. Okay, between two positions. Okay, it is a vector quantity. Okay, so it is denoted by using a arrowhead on the symbol of distance. Okay, like that. Its unit is meter as distance, because it is also measured in length. Okay, now we understood the displacement of an object by using the same example A, B and C. Okay, here the particle is moving from A to B and then moving from B to C, but the displacement is measured between the 2 points, which is initial point and the final point. So, and it is a sorted distance between the 2 points. So actually here the displacement is measured from the point A and point C, where A is initial point and C is final point. Okay, so the displacement the displacement of the object across A, B, C is given by vector AC. Okay, and if students, the particle is moving from C to B and B to A, then it is denoted by AC. This is first case, and second is if the object moving across CBA as CB to BA, therefore displacement vector S is given by vector CA. Okay, here is a remarkable point is the distance from A to B or A to C or C to A is equal but opposite in direction. Therefore, we can say that AC is equal to minus CA. This is the important point. We discuss it in the discussing when the vector and scalar quantity. Okay, this, or the next is if an object is moving from A to B to C to A, which means across a full triangle. If the object is travel is traveled ABC from A to A, like that, that is AB, BC and CA, that is called A to A. That means vector AC plus vector CA. Okay, and here by using this rule we get vector AC minus or plus minus vector AC, because CA is equal to minus vector AC. Therefore we get vector A to A is 0, which means the displacement in the case when the object is traveling from his home to his house to his uh, his house to market, and then after some time it return back from market to home. The displacement is 0, but the distance is the sum of the distance, because it is the initial and final distance between the initial and final point, and the distance is the actual path covered by it. So this is about displacement, and here is the important point. The displacement of an object may be equal, नेगेटिव और पॉजिटिव, ये तीनों हो सकता है। एंड 0, डिस्प्लेसमेंट किसी बॉडी का 0 हो सकता है, किसी बॉडी का डिस्प्लेसमेंट उसकी पाथ लेंथ के बराबर हो सकता है, ठीक है, और उससे कम हो सकता है। इसको लिख लेते हैं। द डिस्प्लेसमेंट is always equal or smaller than the path length. Okay, very rare cases the displacement is equal to path length, but it is always smaller than the path length. Always के प्लेस पे may be equal or smaller than the path length. Okay, while if we discuss about the distance, the distance may be equal or larger than the path length. ओके, ये बड़ा या बराबर होता है, लेकिन डिस्प्लेसमेंट छोटा या बराबर हो सकता है. सो दिस इज अबाउट द डिस्टेंस एंड डिस्प्लेसमेंट. एज होमवर्क यू distinguish between the distance and displacement. Thank you.